faithfully for the Constitution and the God-given rights of all Americans to bear arms. Ryan McAdams.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. It's great to be with you today. Again, my name is Ryan McAdams. I'm running for Congress here in the 4th Congressional District. We are here today because we're patriots. Amen? We're here today because we're good Americans who love our country. We're here today because we honor the Constitution and the God-given liberties and rights that have been endowed to us by our Creator. We are here today because those same God-given rights are under assault and they're being threatened. Thousands of Americans all across the country are gathering right now in every state across the Union because we know that liberty can die if we don't speak up and defend it. The cost of our silence is tyranny. And so we stand here united with one voice to proclaim here on these hallowed grounds in this place that liberty will not die on our watch. We stand as sentinels. We stand as watchmen, keeping guard over the lifeblood of the Constitution, the inalienable right to bear arms. Bearing arms is not merely the ability to defend ourselves or our family against harm, but it is the sure defense of all of our rights and all of our liberties. Patrick Henry, a hero of mine and a great Virginian and a founding father, in fact, the first governor of Virginia, he said this, quote, "Guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect everyone who approaches that jewel. Unfortunately, nothing will preserve it but downright force. Whenever you give up that force, you are inevitably ruined. The great object," Patrick Henry said, "is that every man be armed." We do not only have a right to bear arms, we have a civic duty to bear arms. An armed population is a shield and a bulwark against tyranny in all of its many forms. Tyranny without our borders, or tyranny within our borders. The Founding Fathers understood through long experience that ownership of firearms is what distinguished a free man from a man enslaved by others. And being an armed population is what will keep us free. The Founding Fathers enshrined this truth in the Second Amendment, which states, quote, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state." At the Virginia ratifying convention of the Constitution in 1788, our own George Mason reminded those attending that the British had previously sought to disarm the colonists in an attempt to enslave them. George Mason asked, "Who are the militia?" "They consist now of the whole people." A well-regulated militia is you and me. Americans armed and at the ready. Today we stand strong as Virginia's militia. Today we stand strong as the defenders of freedom and liberty in the land. And we will not be silent. And we will not go away. There are well-meaning but ill-informed Americans who do not understand why we're here today. They do not understand that what we do is not merely to bear arms for ourselves, but for all Americans, so that the light of liberty of this great republic will be preserved for all. Though we are often maligned, we will not be dismayed, nor will we be deterred. Our arms are the true badge of our patriotism and our liberty, and we will not lay down our arms. We will educate and we will mobilize. We will gather and we will vote. We will stand and not be moved, even as we stand together this day from sea to shining sea. So let us be encouraged and let us be vigilant that our right to bear arms will never be diminished and liberty will endure always and forevermore. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia and the United States of America. Thank you. I have the honor to now introduce our next speaker, Laura Painter. Laura is a mother of two, a project coordinator at an academic medical center, and an IDPA novice. She joined the VCDL in September of 2017 and participated in Lobby Day this past January. If you were here that day, you may have heard that she garnered an appointment with the legislative aide to Senator Saslaw. That's funny. Laura is a quiet, unassuming lady. You could pass her on the street and not notice. If you did notice, you might assume that she'd be more likely to bake you a cake than participate in a rally for Second Amendment rights, and you'd be correct. But today, she'd like to tell her story. And so I introduce Laura Painter.